Hey guys, my name is Ramsey and this is my husband Caleb.
And this is our 2023 170-inch wheelbase Mercedes Sprinter.
So we were on the road for a year and a half and then mapped out our dream build, and we actually did this one in 44 days. Caleb was working from sun up to sundown, and we actually did it in an airport hangar, which was really fun and exciting. So I've always known that his work ethic was pretty crazy, but this was on another level. I would usually wake up and he wasn't there, and then I would go to bed and he was not there. He was pretty much gung-ho on finishing this thing.
So the reason why we worked so hard to get it done in 44 days was because we both had just quit our jobs, and I wanted to fill my time and also knock it out as quick as I could. We were ready to go out and adventure, hit the slopes. We were on a time crunch, and we also had a lot of work to do.
So we started talking back and forth about van life in 2022, and when we got married, we were sold on the idea and we built out a van. It took us about 7 months, but after that build and living in it for about a year and a half, we decided we wanted to do an entirely different build. One of our favorite experiences was actually skiing in the van and being able to go from mountain to mountain. So we built out this entirely build to be optimal for winter and going to the mountains. So this one has a heated shower, heated floors. We have a utility closet to store all of our winter gear. Yeah, so excited to show you guys what we've built. Starting off in the doorway, here we have our utility closet, which has been super essential in storing all of our winter gear, and being able to access it from the side has been really helpful. We wrapped this entire thing in neoprene, so it's all waterproof, and there's lots of space for everything to air out after a long day on the slopes. We're able to hang our gear up with these racks. They slide right in, kind of elevating the boards and skis so that we can have plenty of room at the bottom for our boots, helmets, gloves, and things like that. This has been a super great space to keep everything kind of away from the build, but also being able to access it from outside.
I'm Nate Murphy, author of the Van Conversion Guide, and I just want to let you know that I'm running a free online training which will teach you how to make van life free or profitable. I will show you how to choose a van and build it out and avoid the one big mistake that most people make. I will show you how I made van life completely free and a bunch of other stuff that people don't really talk about. If you'd like to join, click the link here or in the description, and I'll see you there.
So here on the passenger side of the vehicle, we have basically our entire kitchen space, starting with our dual induction stove. Super great. We have enough power to be cooking 2 to 3 meals a day, which is awesome. We have a lot of overhead space here. Majority of it is all for food, and then a good bit of storage below for food as well. One of our last minute decisions for this van build was to actually do the countertops with Roman clay. Previously, we had just done stain for butcher block, but this is actually 2 pieces of plywood nailed together. It was a super easy process, covering it probably 2 to 3 layers, sanding it down, and then doing a final top wax coat to make sure that it's waterproof and durable. So this, as well as our walls, were applied with a plastic spatula to achieve this kind of texture that you see. It's pretty tedious, but in order to kind of make it look a little rough textured, it's going to take some time just doing a lot of different strokes and kind of having fun with it, honestly. So lots of space here in the drawers, utensils. We just did some custom wood framing to kind of organize the space. And we also have a pretty deep cabinet here, so we installed these drawers from Amazon actually that can kind of help us store all this food and then access it pretty easily in the hallway. Down below the drawers is our fridge cabinet, where we have our dual Iceco freezer and fridge here. It is 75 liters and usually will last us up to 3 weeks if we're eating in every meal. One of my favorite things about this fridge, and why we actually went with it again, it was in our previous build, is because these lids come straight off and on, which is super easy, just loading and unloading things in such a small space. We actually had it sliding out previously, but the drawer was malfunctioning, so we just stuck it in here and have been accessing it this way, and it hasn't caused us any issues yet. The lid snaps on and off pretty easily. You can take it off, or you can even flip it up. Super nice. So up above me, we have our ceiling. We started with just a black paint coat on the plywood, and then we nailed quite a few walnut pieces here on the top, and then lined it with these LED strips that you can control the dim of it throughout the entire van. It's a super easy process and brings the entire space together. We also did under cabinet lighting here, and we also have all the controls here on the edge of the cabinet, so you can dim them and turn them off. Up top we have our Dometic AC unit, which is super great. One of my favorite things is that you can set a temperature and it'll regulate it throughout the night, and that's super helpful during the summer months. So right across from our induction burner, we have kind of our sink dish area here. This rolls out as a dish rack, which is super nice just to store stuff, obviously not when we're driving. Here we have a water filter, which is great. It goes directly from our 40-gallon tank and can keep us hydrated. Above, we have some drinkware storage here, and then obviously a nice towel rack. And then below here, we have our trash and a little small area for laundry. And then on the left side, we have our toilet that slides out. Super easy. You can actually sit on this, so it'll hold your weight. So we actually only use the toilet for number one. We're typically in areas where we're accessible to public bathrooms, which is nice, but we wanted to have this available. So this is my favorite space in the entire van. It's our lounge space, our eating space, just our general hangout space. We really wanted a place that we could actually have friends comfortably be around inside the van without being too crammed. We had all of these custom made. We cut the foam and then sent them to an upholstery place. We ended up going with black and it turned out really nicely, bringing the whole space together. We have these Amazon blinds here. They're insulated and blackout and they just slide down, which is super great for night and obviously keeping us warm in the winter. We wanted to have windows kind of all over this back space, so we installed these two on the sides and then these back windows to let in some natural light. These side windows do open up, which really makes for some nice airflow in the middle of the day. Under all of these benches are storage spaces, and then under here is our electrical system. So we have 900 amp hours of lithium ion batteries, as well as a DC to DC charger to charge us as we're on the go. And then we have 600 watt solar panels on the top of the roof deck and a 3000 watt inverter. And then here on the opposite side, we have our water heater, our 40-gallon water tank, and all of our plumbing, as well as some additional storage for food, air fryer, things like that. This is our Lagoon table mount, which is super nice. We can move it around and we can even take it off, which is perfect for when we're converting this space into a queen size bed. But this actually isn't our primary sleeping location. During the night, Caleb and I bring down the bed, and that is where we sleep. Our primary bed location is right here above my head, and how we operate it is with the Happy Jack lift system, and the switch is right here, and you just tap it to start lowering it. So this is our cozy primary bed. We love having the bed, being able to push away during the day and then bringing it down at night. Saves so much space, and it also kind of makes a system to where we can actually have bunk beds with people sleeping below. Yeah, we have plenty of space. It's a queen, give or take a full, I don't know, but it's cozy and we love it. Now that you guys have seen the upper bed, I'm gonna raise this up and show you guys what we do to create our lower bed. So here is our lower bed. It's a full queen and it's great for whenever we have guests come in. We don't often use it, but occasionally Caleb and I will use it for a movie night or something if we want to just have the lower space opened up. Super easy to install. We just take out the slats from the below storage, set it down, and then these cushions turn into a full queen size bed. Here we are back in the front of the van. Here's the slider door on this side, and then on the other side of this wall is our utility closet. And then here we have basically all of our clothes are stored in these two closets and all of these drawers below. At the top here we have a technology drawer with an outlet, which is super great for quickly charging any of our camera gear. We have plenty of clothes storage here. And then we also have a camera gear drawer right here to make it easily acceptable to get our camera gear in the middle of the day if we want to shoot something in all of our travels. Can just grab and go. Up top we have a ton of hanging storage, which stores a lot of coats and shirts, and then we also have a shelf below to store even more clothes. And tucked away right behind the driver's seat is our lovely corner shower. We have a Nebula shower head, which helps us save water, and it's also a misting shower, which is super nice. And then we also have a handheld wand here that makes it super easy to clean feet or anything like that if we're coming off the beach or something. So we also did the Roman clay in the shower as well, which was one of the hardest things, was really to do these ceilings and to scrape that on and to achieve this texture. So we did 3 to 4 layers of this Roman clay in the same color as the walls and the backsplash in the main part of the van. And then we sanded a few times with 320 grit sandpaper. Thank you guys so much for checking out our van build. We're super excited to get on the road. You guys can follow along with us. We'll be uploading a full van build YouTube video here shortly. My YouTube is at Ramsey Roams. You can also follow along on all social pages with that same handle. And Caleb's is
Caleb H. Daniels.
We hope you guys follow along with our journey, and we look forward to seeing you on the road.
If you didn't notice, I am offering a free online training which will help teach you how to make van life free or profitable. In this video, I will show you exactly how to buy a van, how to fit it out in a profitable way, and teach you how to avoid the mistakes that most people make, and all the other stuff that almost nobody else talks about. If you are thinking about converting a van or living van life, it'll be one of the most valuable things you will ever watch. Just click the link, register for free, and I'll see you there. Another great place to start is to get the van conversion guide. It's packed with useful information and includes 20 video lessons to help you convert a van. Check our website, all the information is there.